When it comes to luxury SUVs, the battle isn't just about power or tech. It's about prestige, comfort, and the complete premium experience. In this video, we're diving deep into a head-to-head comparison of four standout contenders in the 2025 luxury SUV market: the Acura MDX, Genesis GV80, Lexus RX, and Lincoln Nautilus. From cabin design to driving dynamics, advanced tech to value for money, we'll explore what sets each of these upscale crossovers apart and help you decide which one truly deserves a place in your driveway. If you're shopping for a premium midsize SUV, or just want to know who's leading the luxury pack in 2025, this is the breakdown you don't want to miss. Luxury SUVs have evolved into more than just upscale people movers. They've become rolling expressions of status and sophistication. For drivers who crave more than mere mobility, these machines offer an experience that merges everyday versatility with refined indulgence. Whether carving through crowded urban corridors or gliding toward a weekend hideaway, a true luxury SUV delivers commanding presence, an interior crafted with attention to detail, and the latest in intuitive technology, all designed to captivate, comfort, and elevate every moment behind the wheel. But which to choose? We assembled four of the most popular midsize luxury SUVs to see which one best lives up to this goal. The 2025 Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid ushers in a new chapter for American luxury, pairing a punchy hybrid powertrain with an effortlessly elegant design rooted in mid-century modern sensibilities. It's a serene sanctuary on wheels, rich with cutting-edge tech and delivering a ride so smooth it practically levitates, qualities that helped it earn our coveted 2025 SUV of the Year title. Next into the ring is the 2025 Lexus RX500h. It fuses hybrid efficiency with surprisingly athletic handling, all while staying true to Lexus's reputation for Japanese craftsmanship. Its cabin is a zen-like retreat where every detail feels intentional, every surface thoughtfully considered. For those who crave a pulse-raising drive without sacrificing practicality, the 2025 Acura MDX Type S answers the call. It's the thrill seeker of the group, wrapping luxury in a sharper, sportier package. It knows how to hustle but still attempts to pamper with a suite of amenities tailored for long-haul comfort. Then there's the 2025 Genesis GV80 3.5T, the disruptor with a chip on its shoulder and the talent to back it up. Its bold design, sumptuous interior, and twin-turbo power dares the segment's veterans to keep up. Genesis may be a relative newcomer, but the GV80 struts like it's been doing this for decades. All four SUVs fall between $75,000 and $83,000, making this battle not just about style and substance, but value, too, and in a segment where excellence is expected. Standing out is no small feat. Wondering why the usual German heavyweights, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, and Porsche, aren't in this lineup? We extended invitations, but our local press fleets came up short with the right trims to square off fairly against this crew. That said, the four SUVs we've assembled are far from second string. They each embody the spirit of modern luxury, in their own distinctive way, offering a compelling cross-section of what this segment is all about. What is luxury? As we evaluated these SUVs, we kept circling back to a fundamental question: what does luxury really mean? The answer, we agreed, lies in a blend of tactile quality and emotional resonance. It's the richness of materials that invite your fingertips to linger. It's the obsessive attention to detail, the stitching, the finishes, the way a button clicks or a screen responds. It's the powertrain that whispers rather than shouts, and a ride so plush and composed that the outside world feels miles away even when you're stuck in traffic. Data backs this up. According to a study by Auto Pacific, 67% of shoppers eyeing vehicles in the $70,000 to $80,000 range want the latest, most advanced technology in their vehicle. The same percentage say their car should be a reflection of who they are, an extension of their personality and taste. So when we judge this group, we put ourselves in the driver's seat, not just as critics, but as buyers who expect every dollar spent to translate into something exceptional. First impressions matter. That doesn't just mean a fancy badge or shiny trim. It's about presence, poise, and a feeling of occasion the moment you walk up to it. And once you're inside, it should feel like you're inhabiting something special. Each of these four SUVs delivers that in its own way. But luxury isn't just about how you feel, it's about how your passengers feel too. And while all four aim to hit that mark, some do it with more precision and personality than others. The Genesis and Lincoln come out swinging when it comes to sheer wow factor, and it's not just because they spray a hint of fragrance into their cabins. The GV80 stuns with its quilted leather seats and bold interior color combo of light brown and deep green. It's a visual feast, and the massive 27-inch curved display brings a modern edge without being overwhelming. Add in the smart blend of tactile buttons and sleek touch controls, and you have an interior that feels less premium brand SUV and more like something straight out of a Bentley. The Lincoln isn't far behind. Its pillar-to-pillar display is more than just eye candy. It's intuitive and highly customizable, earning it a 2025 Motor Trend Best Tech Award. The horizontal layout of the dash gives the cabin a calm, spacious feel, while elegant touches like the piano key shift buttons and matte finish wood elevate the experience. The highly adjustable seats wrap around you, and the leather is soft and feels a class above. The Lincoln is a different type of elegance on the inside. Senior Features Editor Kristen Lee said, "It feels like a business-class lounge. Lots more spangly surfaces. But not everything is perfect." Despite their impressive cabins, both the Lincoln and Genesis had a few surprising omissions. The Nautilus, for instance, was the only SUV in the group that didn't offer a dedicated rear-seat climate zone. For a vehicle that aims to deliver luxury to every occupant, that's a noticeable miss. It also lacks a tailgate lock button, a basic feature a tech-forward SUV should have. The GV80 has its own blind spot. While the driver gets to enjoy a relaxing massage function, the front passenger is left out entirely. For a flagship luxury SUV, that's a head-scratcher. Genesis once offered a GV80 Prestige Signature trim that included both front and rear massage seats, but it was limited to just 600 units. These aren't deal-breakers, but in a segment where every detail counts, they do chip away at otherwise polished experiences. Acura and Lexus take a more understated route to luxury, and that's clear the moment you settle into their cabins. They don't shout for attention like the Genesis or, to a lesser extent, the Lincoln, but that doesn't mean refinement isn't there. It's just more reserved. The refreshed 2025 Acura MDX ditches its polarizing touchpad in favor of a proper touchscreen, a welcome upgrade. Still, the layout feels busier. The oversized driving mode knob commands the center console, and the push and pull shifter adds more visual clutter. Its 12.3-inch touchscreen, even if it now features Google built-in, simply doesn't match the drama or clarity of the Lincoln's sweeping 48-inch screen, or the GV80's elegant 27-inch curved display. It feels a step behind in size, resolution, and overall intuitiveness. The Lexus serves up a similar vibe. Its 14-inch touchscreen looks sharp and offers quick reactions, but it doesn't sparkle like those in the Genesis and Lincoln do. That said, the RX's user interface is cleaner and easier to use than the brand's previous systems, and we were pleased to see temperature knobs and soft-touch climate buttons located just below the screen. The RX is also the only SUV in this group with a traditional shifter. Small and well-placed, it helps open space in the front row. Still, when it comes to interior presence, both the RX and MDX fall short. Their materials feel less opulent, and their overall designs don't have the same aspirational flair of the other two SUVs. Behind the wheel, the Nautilus and RX500h lean into hybrid powertrains, blending efficiency with smooth performance. On the other hand, the GV80 and MDX stick with tried-and-true V6 engines, delivering a more traditional sense of grunt and growl underfoot. On the move, their personalities start to diverge even more. Lexus and Acura are tuned for those who like sportier suspensions and more urgency in response to inputs. Genesis and Lincoln, meanwhile, are all about composure. Their focus is on ride quality and serenity, tuning the chassis to prioritize comfort above all else. With 375 horsepower and 391 lb-ft of torque, The Genesis GV80 is the most powerful SUV in this quartet. Its twin-turbocharged V6 is mated to a smooth-shifting 8-speed automatic transmission that keeps the powertrain responsive and refined. Whether you're cruising on the highway or darting around slower traffic, the GV80 feels eager and confident. The gearbox is quick to downshift when asked, delivering torque smoothly. On winding roads, it feels substantial and grounded, with solid body control and steering. It may not carve corners with the sharpness of a sports car, but it moves with the kind of grace you'd expect from a confident heavyweight. But not all is perfect beneath the polished surface. While the GV80 excels on smooth asphalt, it struggles over rougher roads. Vibrations and impacts seep into the cabin more than they should, made even more notable in contrast with the plush, cloud-like ride of the Lincoln Nautilus. The Lincoln Nautilus delivered the best ride quality of the group. Its suspension effortlessly erases imperfections and soaks up ruts and bumps. Whether crawling through pothole-riddled urban streets or gliding down an uneven country road, this Nautilus maintained a calm, composed demeanor. The MDX didn't set my heart racing or make me think, "Oh yeah, this is good," Buyer's Guide Director Zach Gale said, but it drove just fine in a sporty way. Even though the MDX Type S isn't a track day hero, its handling is competent enough to keep you engaged while still fulfilling its primary role as a 3-row family hauler. However, where it falls short is in the NVH department. A noticeable level of road and wind noise permeates the cabin. As a luxury SUV that sells for a luxury price, cranking up the refinement would go a long way toward elevating the MDX's status. The Lexus RX500h presents itself as a quiet, humble contender in this group, offering a balanced blend of power and refinement. Thanks to its electric low-end torque, acceleration is smooth and nearly instantaneous. The RX500h is less sporty than the MDX, but it deftly blends quickness with a serene, refined ride, a characteristic that has come to define Lexus. On the road, the RX500h handles with grace, gliding through quick turns and keeping the ride settled and peaceful. However, where the RX500h falls short is in its steering. Despite being the sportiest model in the RX lineup, the steering feels a bit disconnected. It's less responsive and lighter than we'd prefer from this type of vehicle. Nonetheless, for buyers seeking a luxurious, comfortable, and easy-to-drive SUV, the RX500h remains a good choice. It's not the sportiest or the most dynamic, but it will hit a sweet spot for many folks. That said, its massive 22-inch wheels come with a trade-off. While they contribute to its commanding presence, they introduce some tire noise and reduce the ride's overall serenity just enough to be noticed. Still, overall, the Nautilus feels like it floats above the chaos below. The Lincoln uses a 2.0-liter turbocharged i4 as the heart of a hybrid system that puts out 310 HP and 295 lb-ft of torque. It's not the most muscular setup in this test, but it feels punchy and efficient, more than enough for daily duties and even spirited highway merging. The Nautilus stands out for its hushed operation, and its driver assist technologies are better than any of the other SUVs. Blue Cruise, for example, is one of the top hands-free systems available today. Demerits are few and far between, but all 4 judges noted the same flaw. The Nautilus's brake pedal lacks that critical end-of-stroke smoothness expected in a premium vehicle. In a car so focused on serenity, that final moment of braking should feel seamless. In our quartet, the Acura MDX Type S stands out as the sportiest. With 355 HP and 354 lb-ft of torque, the MDX sprints from 0 to 60 mph in 5.9 seconds, decent but not jaw-dropping. On twisty roads, the transmission does its job well, keeping the engine in the right power band, and the body control is solid, but it lacks the ultimate agility and excitement we might expect from a Type S badged Acura. It's time to rank them. As luxury automakers battle for a bigger slice of the premium SUV market, they each take their own unique path to attract buyers. This group exemplifies those differences, offering a range of approaches, from hybrids to a more performance-minded mean. While all four contenders are strong options, some clearly rise above the others. Fourth place goes to the Acura MDX Type S. We appreciate the idea behind blending sportiness and luxury, but the MDX doesn't fully commit to either category. It falls between two worlds, offering a competent but unspectacular balance. Acura has done a lot right, but we wish it had focused more on enhancing the luxury experience via design, materials, and convenience technology. The MDX, while well equipped for its $17,200 price tag, simply doesn't have the opulence of the Genesis or Lincoln. The Type S version 2 is only marginally quicker than the non-Type S in our testing, making it less compelling for those seeking pure performance. Third place goes to the Lexus RX500h, a well-executed SUV that stands as a testament to the company's long history in this arena. The hybrid powertrain offers immediate torque and impressive fuel efficiency, making it a fun, if you ignore the steering, yet practical choice. The latest generation has a more premium cabin than before, but it still somehow feels like an older, out-of-date definition of luxury. Priced at $74,900, it's the most affordable SUV in this group, making it a great value for those laser-focused on a refined vehicle with some hybrid benefits. Second place belongs to the Genesis GV80. The relative newcomer to the luxury SUV scene impresses on nearly every front. Genesis has crafted a standout interior that's truly a step above, with exceptional materials and design that rival some of the best in the business. The GV80 balances comfort with a sporty edge, delivering plenty of power and handling with poise. At $82,750, it's the most expensive in this group, but its luxurious cabin, powerful engine, and solid performance make it feel worth every penny. We just wish its ride was more settled when the pavement turns ugly. And finally, the winner is the Lincoln Nautilus. Our 2025 SUV of the year continues to stun us with its pillar-to-pillar screen, luxurious materials, and mid-century modern design. The hybrid powertrain delivers smooth acceleration, the ride quality is sensational, and the interior is designed to make every passenger feel special. The Nautilus Black Label justifies its $79,395 tested price in its holistic feel and standout feature set. Lincoln has cracked the code on what makes a luxury SUV truly special. So, which SUV takes the crown in 2025? The Acura MDX impresses, with athletic handling and third-row practicality. The Genesis GV80 feels like a true luxury statement at a competitive price. The Lexus RX remains the go-to for reliability and hybrid efficiency, while the all-new Lincoln Nautilus stuns with a tech-focused interior and smooth ride. At the end of the day, each model brings something unique to the table, but only one may fit your lifestyle and taste best. Let us know your favorite in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more head-to-head reviews and buyer's guides on the latest in luxury and performance vehicles.